everyone, let's talk beauty favorites, May beauty favorites. It's the end of May, and May's a good month. Well, actually, May was a troubling month because I got sick at the very beginning of May, and it was the last few weeks of the semester for me. I'm a professor, and so the last few weeks of the semester are tough, not just on students, but also on your professors. After final exams are turned in, I do have to grade them. So it creates like a 2 to 3 week period in which it's just really intense work. And I was sick. And being sick meant not a lot of makeup. But before I got sick, and then after, in the last couple of weeks, I have been wearing makeup, and there have been things that I've really been loving. So I thought I would share some of those with you all. And by the way, I'm wearing fake lashes, and I'm not someone who normally wears fake lashes, and so I'm keep wanting to rip them off. Just FYI if I look and act a little weird. But okay, things I've been loving. So palettes. On days in which I was sick, there were periods of time in which I was just not wearing any makeup, but there were a few things that stood out to me in terms of eyeshadow this month. And one of those things was the Soft Glam palette. This palette, at first I wasn't planning on getting it because I didn't need another Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I don't need any palette. But then I started seeing the swatches and the looks people were doing with this one, and it's gorgeous. I will be doing, I don't know if a full review of this, but maybe a look with it. This is my favorite look that I've done with this palette, and it is just, I really like it. I think there are some really gorgeous shades in here. I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadow formula. It's buttery, easy to work with for me. It does have quite a bit of kick up though, but that's not something that bothers me. That's something that I actually, some of my favorite formulas tend to be and to have a lot of kick up. So not bothering, it doesn't bother me at all, but if it bothers you, this is probably not going to be for you. But anyway, these shades are really gorgeous. So again, it is what I have in my eyes right now. The other thing, the other palette that I've really been loving this month is the Beauty Bakery Do It For The Gram palette. This palette, and I did post a video doing a look and review of this palette. It's really gorgeous, really gorgeous. This is kind of more for people who want a little bit more of a bolder looks. It has these like blue greens, but these two colors at the bottom, this one that looks kind of bluish and this green one, they're actually like dual shift shadows, so they're much more interesting than what they look like in the pan. So I've been really happy with this. You can also do neutral looks. I was using this for neutral looks, using kind of some of these shadows over here, and even some of these back here can be used for more neutral, work appropriate looks. And then the pops of color are just really great. There are other palettes similar to this one out in the market right now. And I just think that this is a really good one, really good formula. Now, this is a palette that the formula is very buttery, easy to blend, and does not have a lot of kick up. At least in my experience, this one does not have a lot of kick up. So for those of you that hate that, this might be a good one to try. All right, let's see, foundation. There were days in which I did not wear any foundation. There were days that I did, and I've been kind of trying out several foundations this month. Kind of one that stood out is the Beauty Bakery Cake Mix Foundation. It's a demi-matte foundation. I have a full review that I'm going to come up, that will come up on this, and I haven't fully used it enough. When I test a foundation, I like to test it over the course of several weeks and to test it multiple ways. So I still have to wear this a little bit more before I give you my full thoughts, but it is a favorite for the month of May. The other foundation that I really gravitated towards and that I was testing out was the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. It is what I'm wearing on my skin right now. It's a really good color match. I did have to go through a bit of a couple of orders before I finally got the right match. I ordered it when it was only available in the Cover FX website, and it it's hard to pick your shade on there. So I originally ordered the G+40, and that was way too light. Then I finally placed the order for the G+50, which is this one, and this was a really good match for me. I will have a full review of this one as well. There are some drawbacks or some things to note about this one, but honestly, I've just been reaching for it. I've been reaching for this one most of May when I've been wearing foundation. Okay, let's see. There was a powder foundation that I was also reaching for, especially when I was sick, and that is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation, and mine is in medium warm. This is actually a very good shade match for me, and this was very good when I was sick because there were days in which I wanted to wear a little bit of makeup, but I knew I couldn't wear a ton because I was going to be touching my face, rubbing my eyes, doing all of that, and the makeup's gonna come off when you do that, and I didn't have time to sit and do a full face of makeup. Like when you're sick, you just don't want to do all that. That's when I was reaching for this Urban Decay powder foundation because I could just very easily put that on my face. I knew it was gonna wear off partway through the day, and that was okay with me, so I've been loving this one. It is also really good foundation on top of a liquid foundation. I have very oily skin, so I like to do a liquid foundation and then a powder foundation on top, and this has proven to be very good at that. One kind of face palette that I've been wearing for months, and especially in the month of May, is this Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette. It has a concealer, a contour, a cream contour, a highlighter, and then a corrector. Over here you can also use this one as blush. So I have been loving the contour. It is a really great contour cream product, and the concealer. The concealer is really close to my skin tone, so I like when I don't have a whole lot of time to do like concealer and layer concealers. This is a good one to just pop under my in my under eye, and it'll cover most of my dark circles. It doesn't cover the deepest, darkest dark circles in my under eye, but it does a pretty good job, and this is nice, easy. It doesn't crease on me. It doesn't need to be set. It's just a really good concealer. I also like the illuminator and the corrector, but the two products that I've been using most out of this palette are the concealer and the cream contour. So I've really been enjoying that. For blush, I'm actually really enjoying the blushes I'm using now, but the blush I used the most during the month of May was this MAC Cosmetics. It's in the Extra Dimension blush. It's See Me, Hear Me. This was from a special collection a couple of years ago. So it was limited edition, and I don't know that you can find this anymore. But if you picked it up, I'm doing this like I'm wearing it right now. I'm not wearing it right now, but if you picked it up, you should go back and try it. So this is what it looks like. It's just a really nice, perfect blush for every day, for neutral looks. It's not the most pigmented, at least on my skin tone. I have to build it up a little, but I don't mind that, especially with these kinds of colors, because it's hard to go overboard with this. It's very just neutral color. So this is what I was wearing on most days. Was really great for work, but also for weekends and fun nights out. So I really enjoyed those. For concealer, when I wasn't wearing the one from the Makeup Forever palette, I was trying out the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer, and I am very late to this game because I actually bought it a while ago and it creased horribly on me. I have oily skin everywhere except my under eye. It's the one place where I just have really dry skin in my under eyes, and so concealers can be tricky at times, and this one would crease horribly on me and look really terrible. So I kind of stopped using it for a while, but I came back to it, decided to figure out how to make it work for me. And the trick is, if you don't know, if you haven't seen someone talking about this yet, is to use the teensiest amount. It is what I'm wearing now. And so what I do is it has this huge doe foot applicator. I just dot one dot my under eye, applying as little product as possible, and then I blend it out with my finger, and that seems to do the trick. I don't set it. I'm used to setting my under eye, and I don't with this one, and that is how I get it to look good and to last me all day. It is a teensy bit dark for my skin tone, but during the summer this is actually a good match. It covers up pretty much everything. I have really dark, deep under eye circles, and the hype is real about this concealer. All right, this month I have been really into kind of eyebrow gels or pomades, and there's two that I really have fallen in love with. The first is by Beauty Bakery, and this is in Brown Brownies. It's their eyebrow gel. This, maybe you can tell on here, I have been using this quite a bit and have really been loving it. So what I do is I just grab one of these angled pencil brushes and dip it very lightly into the pomade and then shape my eyebrows. It's not the fastest method for me, but I've gotten very good at it, so I can do it pretty quickly, and I just really like it. The color match on this one is very good. It's not too warm, which is a problem I had with the Color Pop, and so it's just the right color for my eyebrows, I think. The other one I've really been loving is this Kat Von D, and this is a fairly new one. This one, she calls it the Long Wear Pomade, and I got mine in the color Walnut, and it doesn't look like I've used it up, but I have. It's pretty new, but it's a really great shade match. I don't have a whole lot to fill in my eyebrows, and so this is really good. I can go in with a light hand over the places where I have a little bit more hairs, but there are places where I fill in, and it does a really good job of that as well. So I think I'll have a full review of this one. I also bought the pencil, the eyebrow pencil, so maybe I'll do a review and comparison of those in a future video, so watch out for that. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not a fake eyelash wearer, at least on a regular basis, but the lashes I have on right now, oh my god. I am learning to kind of be okay with them on my eyes, but I really like the way they look. I don't know. I posted about them on Instagram, and I got quite a few compliments on it, and so I really like them and wanted to share them with you in case you like wearing lashes or you're interested in trying lashes. So far I've really been loving this. So this is by Violet Voss, and they're available at Target. I bought these at Target. This is in the style I Do Not Care. Let's see if I can show it. Super cute name. They looked pretty dramatic when I got them, and all the options at Target at least looked pretty dramatic. I would have probably gone with something less dramatic if I'd had a choice of the full range, but I'm so happy that I picked these up. In fact, next time I go to Target, I'm gonna pick up another pair because they're dramatic, but they're gorgeous. Oh, I'm really enjoying these lashes. All right, lastly, lip products. I love lip products. I have too many lip products, and I have some that I've really been enjoying this month. So first off, let's talk about some of the individual stuff. So at Target, I picked up a couple of lip products from the new lines at Target. I picked up a couple of Makeup Geek, and I picked up a Colored Rain. And I was most impressed by the Colored Rain. This is their liquid lipstick in the color Cranberry Crush. It is gorgeous. I posted about this on Instagram. When I wore it, it wore really well throughout the day. I ate a hamburger for lunch the day that I wore this, and while it wore off a little bit, most of the color still stayed on my lips. At the end of the night, when I was removing my makeup, I was still taking off a lot of this lipstick. It's a really good formula, and I really enjoy it. Another kind of set of lipsticks that I've been enjoying are the new ColourPop lipsticks. I got one in cream, and then I got two of their matte ones. The cream one I got in the color La Lady, and I'll be honest, I got this because my dog's name's Lady. It's also just a really nice neutral everyday color. This is the swatch of it. I'll have a review of this so that I can do lip swatches and all that. But really quickly, I want to show you the other two colors that I got. This one in the matte formula is Little League. This one right there. And then lastly, I got over here. This one's in the color Mind Trick. And I've really been enjoying these. I enjoy matte lipsticks. So I really enjoyed those. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, the other color I've really been enjoying from new things that I bought is one from this lip kit. Is the Sephora Favorites Give Me Some Lip. And I've really been enjoying this Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the color Ruby. This is such a good formula if you love matte lipsticks, and this is a really gorgeous red. I did just post a review of this, but let me show you the hand swatch. So it's red back here. On my skin tone, it looks really good, and I think it would look good on other skin tones. All right, one more lipstick to talk about. This one I haven't done a review of yet because I'm still trying out some of the colors in this kit. But one that I have tried and really enjoyed is this Buxom Cosmetics lip liner. It's a lip liner, and it's in the color Hush Hush. Let me show you a swatch of this. So it's this one down here. I've been enjoying wearing it all over, so not just as a lip liner, I just wear it as a lipstick, and it looked so good. It lasted pretty well. It's not as long lasting as a liquid lipstick, but it lasted very well. So those are the products that I've been enjoying in May. Let me know what you've been enjoying in May. Have you tried any of these? I'm really interested to hear what everybody's thoughts on those are. But yeah, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.